Next up is Yukio.
What up, my boys?
Yeah,
Back at
you're at
Oh,
the second obstacle. You have some good. You're keeping pace at the very least with Jason. Like I said, you're in top 20 certainly, and the only people ahead of you are below you, so they still have to do the thing that Riku has discovered. Oh, and I should mention, it's not a sheer climb, but it's not an easy climb either. So there's a little bit of a slope to it, but and it's got like those plastic handholds, but it's slower significantly.
like a rock climbing.
Yeah, it's like a rock climb wall.
Rolling. Fuck, 10.
10. Yeah, you make it to just where May was. Just wow.
Up.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
no,
You
yeah.
you
May
do
makes it
what?
across, and you make it just to where she was before the things start falling. So you watch her get across as these things are falling, and you see Ibarra's close behind her, and Bakugo is making progress in the sky. And he's going to get one more shot. They're going to try and get one more shot at him before he leaves their range.
Mm. Hit his ass. Hit his ass. Hit his ass.
Ugh. No, it's
Listen here loud bang.
it's
Sorry.
it's very close, but Bakugo has sort of gotten far enough far enough away fast enough that when the tether shoots out, it just falls short.
That motherfucker.
Yeah. He still has to make it through the falling debris and the drones later, but he's making some pretty good progress. Next up is Jason.
Does the next ones look even higher?
Yeah.
What he's gonna do this time is he's gonna try and like angle the pole so he can just like run across it.
Like a tightrope?
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be acrobatics this time.
Acrobatics.
13 is good.
13.
Yeah, it's long enough that you're actually able to overtake Yukio on the underside. So you get ahead just on that, just before that like cliff. It's very close, neck and neck, really, between you two. But you're making some good progress. And Riku.
And then I'm just gonna turn around and say, "Sorry, Yukio."
Yeah. Riku, I didn't move you last
And
time, but
do what I've been doing. So combat.
oh, you're gonna attack Yukio.
You son of a bitch.
All's fair in love and war. All's fair in tournaments and races.
I don't think I hit with a 7.
No, you get a +4 to the AC from the uniform.
Be
Yeah.
9.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I have an AC of 14. How do you have an AC of 9?
How
How
do
do
you
you
have an
have
AC of 14?
14?
Because I have my
Are you
glasses.
stacking armor?
I had. Yeah. I that might have been what happened.
You're not wearing that, bro.
I mean, you can wear
Yeah,
the glasses.
Well, I had the sports armor on, and then so
Oh yeah, no sports
that
armor.
brings it down. I mean, that still brings me to 12.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a huge, but you got technique and speed, and so +4 plus those. Yeah, it makes sense. I can calculate it out in my mind.
So you have something that gives you an extra +3 to AC?
I have two things that give me one gives me a +2, one gives me a +1.
Hmm.
Damn.
He's prepared with the combat. It doesn't really matter in this race, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I know that there's going to be a tournament. There's always a tournament. It's just whether or not I can get there. And because I don't have much to be able to help me with that, I figured, well, since I can't since I don't have a quirk, I might as well use this.
yeah. Riku, I imagine you just stick on top of Kuwahara.
Yeah, maybe talk with Octagi for a bit.
Yeah, you make some small talk with Octagi as Kuwahara gets up behind Yukio and Jason. So you guys have all sort of converged. Todoroki makes up some ground, and you see the main group sort of make it this way. And this is where I will introduce our sort of box of doom, really, is what I'm going to call
Oh,
it. Don't worry about it
oh,
too much. But basically, if you were still here,
The lava rises.
no, no,
just
no,
blows
no.
up. Nuclear bomb.
No, if
Iron
you were
Squad.
still like there, you would have been like these are like the people in last place. Like if someone gets to the top and you're in that square, there's no way you make it into the tournament.
Damn.
Where's the mech?
Sucks to suck.
Uh, and the big clump of people down at the bottom, those guys, you probably have like a good 50% chance of getting in as long as you're with them. So that's sort of the range.
So wait. Is there like a time limit?
No, but like those people are, that's basically how far, like if you're in the black box and someone like gets to the top, like, because this is what basically this is what the lowest average person would be at this point in the black box.
Mm.
So so if everyone was in the black box, it might be more of a toss up. But
Hmm.
right now, if like May were to complete, anyone in the black box would be out.
Wow. How rude of me.
Yeah, May. How could?
I,
Yeah, those are.
I'm just trying to keep a steady pace and make it to the top as fast.
As fast as what?
As fast as I
All
Yeah.
I'm saying is nobody remembers the person who won first in the race. It's always a tournament.
But
Uh,
oh,
I don't need to. I don't need to be first. But being first right now means that I probably make it to the next round.
You know what they say, a rabbit in the hair. It's a turtle.
Rabbit in the hair?
Rabbit in the hair.
Yes, the rabbit and the hare.
Yeah. So
Um,
so we don't get copyrighted. Come on, guys.
yeah. May, you're up next. You've got a pretty substantial lead. Basically, it's only Ibarra behind you and Bakugo are sort of like the two people closest to overtaking you.
okay. Well, what's this like thing ahead of me? Like the spiky wall?
Oh, yeah, so I should explain that. That is, um, it looks like a wall at first, and then you realize that it is shifting in and out. So if you've ever watched
Okay.
Wipeout, it's another
Like the
climbing
wall
wall.
that punches
Oh.
you?
Yeah, it's like a wall that punches you, except it's probably uh, the cement teacher who's just moving it on one side.
Hmm.
So it's a
Okay.
cement wall that's just sort of moving in and out.
Interesting. Um, Okay, so I think I want to go up to the wall and just test the thing.
Yeah, it seems
Uh,
like you're gonna have to have some. You're gonna have to find some other way around it, or you're gonna need to have some. You're gonna either need to be very quick. You're gonna need to find some other way around it, or you've got to have a pretty good tempo or pattern recognition.
okay. Well, I think the first thing I want to do is just like go up to the wall, like get to where the bottom of it is, and then like I want to see if I can find a part of the wall that's retracting, and then put an anchor there before it can push back out again.
Oh, so you're gonna try and like block it in place.
I just want to see if I can do that.
Um, you can, but it doesn't last very long because it seems like uh, your teacher just turns it more of like a liquid, and then it just goes around the anchor towards you. But it does stop it for a few seconds. Like he tries to push it out as a block, and it doesn't work, and so he has to go around the anchor.
Okay. Yeah, and I think just like doing that little test is what I wanted to do on my turn.
Okay. Give you an idea what's up next.
Just to see if I could use it.
All right. Next up is Yukio. Jason's right below you. He's just tried to hit you.
I'm okay. You have no idea how tempted I am as a player to just fucking try to annihilate Jason.
Hey,
But I'm
Do
not
it then.
He
I'm not
said
going to.
sorry, but he's been
I'm
doing
not
it to
going.
literally everyone.
Nah, do it, bro. You let the slide.
I'm not going to do that. He's
Go
just gonna.
ahead.
He's just.
I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna say don't.
Oh, that's crazy. Personally,
Yukio's just gonna stare at Jason and then fly up. Fucking gonna roll.
Hmm.
Not directly up, but more
Diagonally.
vertically than he's been going so far.
Okay, like that.
15.
All right, and can I get a reaction
Uh, hmm.
as you're crossing
him or
through
me?
this falling foam?
I'm gonna use the thing that I bought with my fame,
Ooh.
rapid reflexes, to automatically crit a
Oh,
reflex roll.
yeah.
Is it
Once per
crit or
encounter.
just succeed?
I can find it right now.
should be.
Rapid reflexes. Auto succeed one reaction.
Yeah, succeed, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Semantics, you make it through. Yes, you just want to make a good vertical, just sort of a whop.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm taking the risk. I don't care. I can tank at least the box.
Yeah. And we're gonna do Bakugo because you guys have sort of been in a sort of aerial race.
If you attack me, I swear to fucking God.
Okay.
Don't get an idea, please.
No, no, no. But just he's starting to lose propulsion, if that makes sense. Like he could do a whole bunch of bursts really quick, but he hasn't really mastered the flying with his explosions yet. He's good, but not a whole lot of people fly regularly. You're probably one of the exceptions. But he does sort of do like a leap and a hop. He just sort of stays the same height vertically. So he's above you, but he's not like climbing still. Next up is Jason.
Will my pole reach the other end?
No, it will not.
How close will it get?
Maybe about there. You might be able to vault across, but it'll be much more difficult. Oh, sorry. Let me get the
Where?
pointer. Like there. Like you could maybe vault off this arc, but you're probably going to get past. It's going to work, but it's going to be slower.
What if I just tried to lay it across? So it'd probably stop like what, like here?
No, I mean like yeah, it probably yeah, it's probably where it starts. Like stops right about there.
So if I were to try and land, okay, so if I were to try and land the pole here to arc over, would I still make it or no?
No, yeah, you'd make it. It's just the pole would take some time to get across. So there's opportunities for people to pass you. Especially because you can't swing the pole back and start hitting people. That'd basically be your whole turn.
No, but I can kick their asses if I see them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know,
Um,
it's just going to be
ac-
actually this could be athletics again or acrobatics. Either one would work.
I think I'll go acrobatics. No, I have that +3. Fuck.
Oof.
7.
Yeah. Could I also get a reaction because you're crossing the foam? Doom.
Yeah. Yeah. 1 second. Da, 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 da. Mm, okay. Reaction is speed.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Wait,
Um.
was that a +1 or was that a +2? That was only a +1.
Yeah, but that
I
was
That's
should have
two
a
that
+2
was a
to
ones.
crit fail,
that,
my guy.
but I did it. It was a crit fail.
Yeah. Um.
Damn.
So here's what we'll do, just to sort of make it a little bit more narrative. You do get like the thing down across, but what ends
Hmm.
up happening is you sort of get halfway, like you get halfway through the vault, and then your pole stops moving, because it has been frozen to the ground by Todoroki. He's sort of frozen you vertically, so you're just on top of this
So I'm
pole.
just stuck there.
Yeah, well, you're stuck there for now because as you're at the top of this pole, a foam like cube comes and hits you on the head and then knocks you down.
Well,
This,
obviously, I'm gonna have the pole retract as I get
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeeted.
No, no, I don't think you're gonna like let it do whatever. But you're now at like the bottom of this pit as foam is raining down continuously, and Todoroki's gonna try and he gets maybe that far because he interfered, but he's ahead and above you now.
Hmm.
You can't tell if it was spite that he did it, or maybe he just thought it was tactical at the moment. Maybe it was an accident, but you know. Next up is
Okay.
Riku.
I mean, I imagine Kuwahara's gonna jump from here, right? Like,
He's gonna try, um, but what I'm gonna need from you is reaction, anyways.
okay.
Uh,
Just a reaction.
yeah, just reaction.
5.
Um, I'm gonna roll for Octagi as well, um, because what's going on is no, yeah. You're holding on. You're holding. Kuwahara makes it across, and he's jumped, anticipating not hitting foam, but he comes pretty close a few times. Octagi is small enough to not get hit by the foam that he misses. You are not. So you're holding on to Kuwahara as he sort of leaps across. And you just Kuwahara gets under one of the foam cubes, Octagi gets under the same foam cube, and then it just hits you in the face.
Damn.
And
Just hit you in the face?
well, it hits you in the face, and you're now by Jason.
Hey, Jason. What are you doing down here?
Fuck you, Riku.
I literally did nothing to you. What the fuck?
You guys sort of start to see people. There's a few people who can pass over you. I mean, I mentioned Todoroki. There's also like a kid with blue hair and blue flames who seems to be doing like some fire, like flying like Bakugo, and a girl with like red hair who's like creating chains across. But they're making steady progress. They're probably just about above you. But most of the group is still behind you guys. Like I said, you're still probably top. I do actually have the totals for repeated failures. What percentage you're probably in? You're in like the top 70.
Now, quick question. Technically, do I still have movement? Since I never moved.
I will give you that you probably have enough movement to like stand up and like start moving towards like this inclined hill, but
Yeah.
you were on Bakugo, and giving you a way to get weird infinite movement by hopping from creature to creature does not seem fair.
Yeah. But I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, you can move a little bit ahead of Jason just because Jason sort of had a crit fail on the fall.
Okay.
When I said top 70, you guys are probably like top 32-ish.
What a random number.
Yeah, what a random number.
Yeah.
Just an odd random number that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, you know.
May, because you stop at the wall, Ibarra does not stop. And she starts trying to make her way up. But she doesn't take the time to analyze it, so she's just going to try and time it out correctly.
Okay, so here's where my testing comes in. Can I try and like block whatever like pillar that she's jumping to sort of mess up her timing?
Oh, yeah. Just try and like just sort of interfere with her. Yeah, if you want to roll control, I guess would probably be the best way to do this. Cha-cha-chum. What'd you get?
10.
10, yeah. So she starts making her way up, but like you're stopping the vines that you're stopping the pillars that her vines are reaching out for before they can come out. You're slowing her down a little bit. She does still get ahead because she's making progress, but you have a chance to overtake, certainly. She's not like gonna get a full stage ahead of you.
Okay.
But officially Ibarra's in first, which we hear from President Mike. Look at that! Look, we got a whole Class 1B in first. Woohoo!
Oh, but he didn't announce that Class 1B is in first?
No, why would they do that?
Come on, man.
It's
Next up is next up is
I think it's me, right?
yeah, it's May. Yeah, I was making sure we did all the progress for that round.
Okay, so I want to, rather than going on the wall, I'm just gonna stick to my anchors and like create a kind of ladder with them.
Okay.
Just like build them up as I go higher.
Can I get control?
Yes. 9.
Oh man, 9 does do it. Uh, but you're sort of reaching that point where it's like we're at like you're like as the climb gets more difficult, you're realizing that okay, you had some good momentum, and because you sort of studied the wall, you're sort of like, okay, I know this one will come out here, so I can build my ladder a certain way. So, I'll have some extra footholds. But it's getting more difficult to just keep up the sort of strong forward progress while not like losing your position. So you're starting to like
Yeah,
fall behind like as more people are starting to catch up to you and Ibarra.
that's fine. I just need to be somewhere near the top.
Yeah, yeah. You're just sort of you're moving back towards like that general like 32 top 40 spot. Like you're still like top 2 or 3, but those people at the back have started to catch up.
Okay.
Um, Next up is well, May, you make it a little way up. And then next up is going to be Yukio.
I'm going up, boy.
Going up. All right.
12.
12. Yeah, I mean, so the advantage of flight and this sort of area is that you start to move this way. But as I said earlier, Bakugo's starting to lose some trajectory. He's starting to lose some of his momentum. He's sort of arcing down. So I'm gonna need a reaction from you.
Bakugo, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
You son of you dumb bitch.
8.
Yeah, so you sort of start arcing up, back to like you're about to sort of overtake May, and just a boot lands in your face as Bakugo it's like he arcs down into your face and then explodes up,
Hey,
and
no way, bro.
you're going to
Okay.
take,
Question.
OS.
yeah, yeah.
You just Goomba stomped your ass.
Can I form a fucking pixel wall so that he'll slam his head face into it?
Yeah, if you want to roll control, you're gonna take. Let me roll the damage real quick. It's
I
not
don't-
like a full blast to the face, but you will take 6 damage.
15. I don't care how much damage I take. I'm taking you fucker with me.
Yeah. So what happens is you take a little bit of damage, and then he sort of jumps off ahead of you, and then you put a wall in front of his face, so he just sort of slams into that. He's still ahead, but hitting the wall has certainly slowed him down. uh, he wasn't able to make it to the next stop yet.
Fuck yeah.
Next up is Jason.
Jason's now panicking a little bit because now he's behind all of his friends.
Yeah.
He's gonna run up as much as he can before he uses pole just to shoot himself up.
Okay. Yeah, that's just gonna be probably athletics. Or actually, I want to make this a precision roll.
Precision.
Yeah. Just trying. You're on like a slope, and trying to shoot upwards vertically while running at full speed is maybe a little bit difficult.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean,
I was doing real good. Now the dice are like, "Fuck you."
yeah, I mean, it doesn't like.
Oh wait, is precision speed? Yeah,
Yes.
never mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
still 4. I'm like,
Um,
is it a foot or acrobatics or
Yeah.
not acrobatics? Tempo?
You don't get like the full effect of the boost. It basically just misses the ground. Um, but you're still like making the progress that a normal human would, given the situation. So you're still making progress up the hill. You just don't clear it fully.
Okay.
Um,
Is this Todoroki? Is he still within my? Because my thing clearly missed, I'm gonna try and just whack him.
whack him. Okay. Go for
He's like, fuck
combat.
you. Oh god! I just zoomed in by accident,
No, no.
brother.
That's a
7.
miss. His AC has
That's up.
also been improved by the
Oh, I figured everyone was getting one. So
yeah. So you sort of swing it around and you do hit him, but the sports festival outfits provide enough padding where it doesn't really matter. And you see like Ida makes it over the cliff, and like this sort of cliff back here, like Ida's made it over, and other people have started making it over. Kuwahara's ahead of you a little bit. Uh, Let me see if there's any other important people, just so you know who's in front of you, and Riku knows who's in front of you, and that sort of thing. Um, yeah, like Ayama is like lots of like the people you'd expect are starting to crest over the thing. You see Kibe has made it on top and has descended into the pit. So he's sort of sliding down. He's just behind Riku. But Riku, you're up.
surprised Kibe wasn't using his quirk.
What is he gonna do? Make it foggy?
Yeah, make it hard for people to try and jump over the poles.
We already passed that. Don't worry about it.
Well, you can make it hard to dodge the falling stuff.
Before any of that even happens, I want to do like I did in the warehouse and grow some wings.
Okay. It'll take a turn to grow, but
Okay.
and I'm going to need a control and a reaction because you're still in the
Both?
foam
Okay.
pit.
Okay. It's my control 12,
12's pretty good.
and then my reaction 6.
Okay. Um, you're starting to get under control. You're not making progress, and sort of as you're sitting there, like making the wings, you just get hit again with a giant foam pyramid.
It's just foam. It's not that bad.
Yeah, but yeah, the foam it slowed you down. Like I mean, like it slows down your progress for making the wings because it just completely breaks your concentration.
Fuck.
So you're not making good progress. You're not behind, but we're sort of here now, where the main group is starting to sort of get ahead, and I'm gonna draw the next triangle or the next rectangle of what is sort of a guaranteed loss.
Oh my. Getting kind of close.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Uh, next up is May. Bakugo's
Okay.
ahead of you, but he's just run
So
into a wall. Ibarra's basically at your height right now.
I want to keep using my anchors to climb up, and then I'm also willing to like spend a couple of stamina to like leave some behind as like hazards for anyone trying to climb up the wall.
Okay, yeah, sure. I think that is totally possible. Uh, yeah, so you just want to give me another control?
Ooh.
Oof.
Oh,
Oh my god.
the
Yeah,
rolls today are not good.
no, yeah. You guys were doing great for the first half, I'm gonna be honest.
Get like multiple crits.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
why I noticed that, and I'm like, I'm gonna get terrible luck in about 2 minutes, and then it hit.
yeah.
Well, that's
Now
how you
all
know
of a
it's
sudden
class
crit
1G.
fails.
May, you make a little bit of progress, and I'm not gonna make you roll control for putting stuff behind you. We're just gonna call that like a -2 to people who are climbing behind you. But what happens is as you're looking back to sort of find a good spot to get the anchor, your foot sort of your foot slips off. You don't fall down, but your foot gets like caught. You get like caught upside down in one of your anchors.
Oh no. Oh god. Wait.
Yeah. So you get sort of caught upside down in one of your anchors, but I mean, you're not like falling. And the people who come up behind you will have a -2 to their checks to get up. But
Okay.
you
How
are
much stamina do I need to use to like those anchors up for a little bit?
I'm just for the rest of the race probably, or at least until like the main pack gets here. I'm gonna need like
I think
-8 if you want to keep it up for a good amount of time. A lot of them.
yeah, I can do mine.
Especially, well, I'm also anticipating you like getting further away from the wall and keeping them up.
Yeah.
So we'll just call -8 for the rest of the race, and everyone will get a -2 on this.
So where
Sounds
are they being made?
Everywhere
uh,
below May.
Just a
yeah.
wall?
Maybe not a wall, but just a whole bunch of like difficult to navigate pixels, basically just like jamming up the entire wall
You mean
thing right
anchor?
here.
Yeah.
So, you know, May's creating a traffic jam preemptively.
Hmm.
Next up is Yukio. Bakugo has run into your wall, and he's trying to stabilize in the air,
Okay.
but he
I'm
has
going to.
regained his. He's got like another burst of energy, so he can probably maybe not finish off the race, but he'll probably get up another good height before he needs to regain his breath.
Hmm. uh, Yukio's going to try to go up. And then 11.
11. You're making some good flight. 11 is good enough. Uh,
Question.
yes.
Does that let me pass Bakugo?
You will pass Bakugo. I'm gonna roll for him now.
Because I want to say something if I end up passing him.
You do end up passing him. You will end up passing him. What do you want to say?
Like, basically, like, as Yukio just, like, flies up, he's looking up as Bakugo, like, is, like, still attached to the wall. He's just gonna, like, look at Bakugo and be like, bye, extra.
Yeah, you sort of say that, and you make it just above the wall. Like you're like at this area right here. Um, and just as you pass, you hear out of the corner, you like see out of the corner of your eye as Bakugo like explosion corkscrews and then comes up around chasing you.
Bakugo went plus ultra.
No, Bakugo rolled
Oh,
really
shit.
well in his control. I was like, yeah, I'll let you pass. You're in first still because he had to navigate around the wall. But it seems like he's got his target set on you and no longer the finish line.
All according to Keikaku.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Goku.
Bro, why is May upside down?
She got caught in her anchor and she fell like she's sort of hanging
Yeah.
upside down.
Okay, Spider-Man.
It's okay. I'll
It's fine.
I'll
She got
fix
core
it.
strength for days.
Yeah, she can just like sit up into back to climbing.
Quick
Yeah.
workout sesh.
Abs of steel.
All right. Next up is Jason.
Um. So. I guess I'm just gonna. Uh. I'm going to do the regular climb, and then once I get to the end of my movement, I'm going to try and see if I can launch myself again.
Okay.
And I'll let that be my action. So, how far can I move regularly?
Like I said earlier, your like basic progress is gonna, you're moving like each of like each of the races is basically like an increment. So like if you continue like moving at your average progress, you basically get to like the top of the hill.
Okay, so I get to the top, like here,
Yeah,
top,
yeah.
and then I'm gonna try and launch myself.
Okay. Roll. This is gonna be acrobatics. If you're gonna try and launch yourself, it's gonna be either acrobatics or precision with a -2 because of maze anchors.
Oh, okay. I was actually going to try and use the anchors to my advantage, but that'll have to wait. Eight.
8. Yeah, I mean you make progress. You basically get, up. Oh goodness. You basically get like there. You're basically just behind Ibarra, who's just behind May. And there are a few other kids in this area who are also starting to make their way up. Todoroki being one of them, but he's also run into this sort of patch, and so instead of like turning the entire thing into a giant,
Glacier.
yeah, you know, he's trying to play conservatively. So unlike him, but you know.
He doesn't want to waste all of his stamina in one go.
Yeah. Next up is Riku.
How the wings looking?
The wings are looking good.
I guess I'm gonna take off.
Okay. I'm going to need. What do I want to have you roll for this? I'm gonna have you
What do you
roll
want?
acrobatics.
Acrobatics? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I've had you roll control in the past, and in my mind that doesn't make sense anymore. 14's pretty
14.
good, yeah. So it took Jason a little bit of time to get up, but you sort of just, again, it's not like perfect in total flight, but you you get up there very quickly.
Okay.
There's a lot of people in this group here, like a lot. Like Kuwahara's here. Like there's a lot of people. A lot of them are having trouble with this wall that you guys are all at. May has not helped, but you know the wall's already pretty difficult to climb in the first place. So it's become a little bit of a, for lack of a better term, clusterfuck.
Yeah. Can I preemptively start to like move this way?
Yeah, just trying to break
Just
away.
up?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like up.
Yeah, you can start preemptively moving there, but we're gonna go back to May, top of the round. And
Okay. I'd like to not be upside down anymore and get all as fast as I can.
okay.
Not sure if I'll be able to do it this turn, but I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah, I mean like you're close enough to the wall that you can basically just grab on. Like climbing up as fast as you can is gonna be a thing, or you can try and time it out. But you have options, unless you just want to continue doing like the anchor ladder.
I'm going to continue with the anchors.
Okay. Roll control.
Okay, 15.
15's enough. Yukio, I do have to ask, was this wall that you created flush with the thing, or was it off to the side? Just to stop Bakugo?
I mean, it was primarily for Bakugo, but I mean, I guess it would just depend on how close Bakugo was to the wall.
I think Bakugo would have steered clear far enough of the wall that May would have enough spot to sort of get
Yeah,
into
there would
this.
be an opening between.
Yeah.
There would be space in between the wall and the wall.
Yeah. It's very confusing. I guess I'll start telling you guys what this sort of thing is. But it's sort of like Mei, you're just under it, and Yukio and Bakugo are really close to it. It's sort of like a bird nest, made out of like rope.
Oh, it's like a web.
Yeah, it's like a big old web. So
Like
you
a
could,
safety net.
yeah, it's like a safety net. If you could find a way into it, you could probably skip going around the outside. But if you could, but you can also just take the outside. It's basically like for May's where May you are right now, you'd basically do monkey bars to get back out to this edge, or you'd jump high enough, and then you'd do another wall climb, and then you'd run over the plateau, like this sort of area. And then you just have to make it up here. And there are ropes from the top that you just basically grab onto and you just monkey up.
Okay.
But yeah, so May, you've made it up. Yukio, you're next. Bakugo is in hot pursuit of you.
Yukio does not look worried.
Can I ask,
probably a
by the
mistake.
way,
Yes.
so how is Yukio like flying? Is it like power armor thing, or like I just want to get like a visual?
The way
It's like the armor you saw before, but it's less armor and more like he just has wings.
yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So it's like big glowing golden wings versus explosion guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a real angel versus devil thing.
It's just bright as hell.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's actually really bright. But
A real
I'm gonna
light
go-
show.
I'm gonna go up.
This music is both bumping and weird at the same time.
No, yeah,
Oh.
bro.
Okay, you're just gonna climb?
Just going up. Okay. Does it look like how out of the way would it be like to like fly around it?
Fly around it? Can you indicate with the pointer what you're thinking?
I don't. Okay. Is it like? I guess I just don't really know what it looks like. Is it like this entire area is like a bunch of intertangled ropes, or is it like a flat?
Oh yeah, it's a whole bunch of like intertangled ropes, and it's all it's basically all a cylinder, so it's that way 100 all the way around. It's like a bird's nest.
Okay.
Is the best way I can describe it, or like a spider web, yeah. A spider web in the shape of a bird's nest.
Yeah, I'm go around it. That seems a bit safer.
Okay. Yukio, can I ask what your armor class is? Currently.
Right now, it's 9. But actually, wait. Actually, no, because if it would increase speed, it would be more. But we haven't decided on the rules for this form yet.
Yeah.
So I guess right now, no.
No. I don't think it would have mattered unless you had like an AC of like 18.
Oh fuck! Yeah. Okay.
Because Bakugo sort of changes his strategy in this moment, or has become malicious, and you just taste an explosion right to your back, and he's going to try and send you into the sort of lattice and get you trapped, like get tangled up in there.
Okay.
So if you want to roll like reaction or like block to sort of block will negate the knockback.
Could I? Okay. Could
Or
I do
something else.
control to basically put another wall in between me and the stuff so that I don't care if I get like knocked into the wall as long as I don't get knocked into the web.
Oh, you like put a wall so that he'll knock you, but he'll just knock you into one of your pixel walls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would allow that. You're still going to take the damage.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Uh,
18.
18's pretty good. You're going to take 21 damage, which is halved because of your whatever.
So he would have done 40?
No. You're going to take 21, which is not halved. So you're going to half that to take 11.
Okay, I was about to be...
No. He's not like trying to kill you. He was just trying to knock you into the wall. He was trying to knock you into the webbing.
He did 42 damage. Okay, that's fun.
No, that wasn't his strongest attack. Don't worry.
That's
but
howitzer impact, which does 20d20.
yeah. You get knocked, but you do still manage to like make some. You put the wall up, so you're able to just continue climbing as opposed to getting all tangled up. And he doesn't make a lot of momentum because he basically stops his movement to try and knock you in. You're now in first.
I don't know how long it's gonna last.
There are a lot
probably
of people behind you, like a lot of people. Most of them are climbing pretty rapidly. Like there are a few people in UA who have the ability to technically fly. So, or can use their powers in interesting ways to fly. So you and Bakugo are not the only people, you're just probably two of the most proficient.
Reasonable.
Next up is Jason.
That was scary.
Okay. I'm going to do what I did last time and try and navigate my way through with the anchors. Using them as like handholds to like try and leap between.
I guess I'm gonna ask this to May, just because this feels like the right way to ask. May, do you think Jason would have like enough experience with your quirk to navigate through like these like obstacles that you've put up? Like, would your friends be able to make that through, or do you think it's just everybody except for you is basically screwed over by them?
Well, I would say so there was a time when we like used it as a ladder to get into the club. But these anchors aren't like in that sort of like neat ladder configuration. They're just sort of like haphazardly put around the wall. So he might be more familiar, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily like a benefit or anything like that.
Okay. I'm gonna offer like an alternative. Maybe if you make an insight or logic check to sort of, you've seen these things before, you know sort of how they work. If you can make the insight or you can make insight or logic without the -2.
Okay, I'll make a logic roll.
To basically like decrypt how she has placed these and how to use them. Yeah, no,
Right.
that's it. Yeah, roll your extra dice. Yeah, no, that's good. 16 does it for you. Because you sort of like you know enough, you've researched a lot of quirks, and so like, you know, figuring out how May's quirk sort of works in space is a little bit more difficult because it works a little weird, but you're able to like sort of figure out the internal, like you're able to like navigate the path through, and you're able to make it up, not all the way, but just behind.
And then, well, I was gonna let myself stay on that one to use my pull to launch myself again.
Okay. Yeah. Riku,
So acrobatics.
Yes, acrobatics.
10.
10. Yeah, you use the pole and you just sort of, boom. And you're able to like sort of grab onto the lattice there. You're a little bit ahead of May, and Todoroki has sort of made his way up, but Yeah,
Bob's your best friend.
yeah. So, Riku, you're up next. You have your wings.
I mean,
Honestly,
if I
you could just
can,
fly above them.
I am. I want to like kind of like bounce off this drone and just boom. Like,
Okay, yeah. Roll acrobatics.
okay. Okay, let's see. 9.
I'm gonna give it to you because I put these drones specifically so they could be used as stepping stools for people.
I'll
Um,
take it. I'll take it.
so yeah, you don't get all the way up, but you do like you get like a boing, and you just end like you're behind Todoroki. And you're sort of able to get out of like you guys are basically Kuwahara is like just behind Mei, and that's basically what the top 6 or 7 look like. Ibarra is just behind Kuwahara. Octagi, well, actually, Octagi is just behind Kuwahara. Ibarra is just behind Octagi.
Behind Todoroki.
Yeah.
Feels familiar.
But
It's a callback way back.
just before we get to, the very end, Jason, you mentioned it earlier, and it was in my playbook. Is the entire top of this thing becomes filled with fog.
Ooh.
As Kibe, who is not like behind by any means. Well, I mean, yeah, he's behind, but he's close enough that he could make it as long as you guys don't. So there's basically just a bunch of fog around the top. And you'll need to navigate through that. It will make flying more difficult. Because you're obviously not able to see where you're going. And then I can unlock
Wait,
that.
did Yukio just put a wall on top of me?
No, that was the wall he used to stop himself from getting knocked into it. So you wouldn't have landed there.
A little bit more like here.
Yeah.
No problem. I'm not here to sabotage you, Jason.
Next up is May.
I've been doing it to everyone. I need every advantage I can get here.
You're in second right now.
Yeah.
You can fly. I have a
You have a
stick.
power pole.
Okay. It seems like everyone is passing me. Jason just passed me with a stick.
Damn. Anchor?
I-
Nah, stick.
I mean, I'm wondering if I should just be mean and try and take the stick.
I mean,
What's
The
stopping you?
stick.
I will say in the linear course of events, I think it makes sense for you to have a chance to grab a stick before Jason retracts it, just because of the way the turn order works.
Okay, I will try to do that.
Okay. I'm gonna need opposed. So I'm gonna need control is typically used for grappling, but I imagine this is not like a grapple and it's more like a yank from May.
Yeah.
So May, you're gonna give athletics or not power, athletics or strength, and Jason, you're going to use control or athletics or strength because you could like to see if you can retract it fast enough or like maintain control of it.
I'll go control.
Okay.
Okay, that's a crit for athletics.
Oh.
So 17 plus 6, 23.
Yeah.
And then 8.
Yeah. Jason, you vault up, so you land like in the net, and you sort of go to retract the extendo vault pole, and it's just not there because May has it, and it's now all foggy. You're in the
Okay.
lattice. You can technically climb. You can still climb, but
Well, no. Here's the thing. I want my pole.
you can go back
Okay.
down
From
for
the
it.
top rope.
Oh, well, I'm gonna see what May does first because it's still her turn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
From the top rope.
Unless
I
I
think
just use my reaction, just drop to give her the people's elbow.
now that I have the pole, I want to like launch myself into the air, like slightly away from the net, and then like try and land on one of my anchors.
Okay. Yeah. Make an acrobatics or precision, because you're doing this basically in the
Okay.
darkness.
Yeah, I'll do acrobatics, and then I just want to like when it starts to feel like I'm getting to the highest I can go, just like put
Put
an
an anchor
anchor
under
under
you.
my feet so I can like hopefully stay up. So that'll be
So,
acrobatic.
question: Half-Blood.
Yes.
15.
Because I'm hanging right there, and in order from the way it's looking like, she would have to shoot right past me.
Yeah, so what happens is it's very difficult to see, but Jason, you're able to hear it because as May shoots out, the bottom of the pole is below you, and you hear its like activation and then shooting out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and grab it.
You're trying to grab it. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing again. Choose your basic stats, except May, you have to use control this time.
Okay, I'll use control.
Um, just because you're
14.
in. Jason, if you want to try and.
Oh,
No.
fuck!
Yeah. Jason, so what happens is, Jason, you get down, you grab hold of it, and then it starts to retract.
Do I go with it?
Yeah.
Oh,
And you,
Surprise!
Jason, as you're traveling, you feel your knee connect with like someone's face.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Um,
I just grabbed onto this thing. I ain't letting go.
yeah. And you sort of you end like you feel your knee hit someone in the face, and you sort of slam into like an anchor.
Oh, oof.
But next up is Yukio.
So I'm like, there, like my stomach just rams right into the thing.
Yeah. There's enough visibility that you and May are able to see each other in this moment.
I'm taking this back now.
too late.
You're just gonna hear a fucking a whoosh behind him, and then a very girlish scream coming from Jason.
Okay. Yeah. No, I can't
like-
disagree with that.
You're not incorrect.
He's gonna be like, huh. And because he knows Bakugo is after his trail, he's gonna dim the light coming from his wings.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
because he is hot, I can't imagine that he wouldn't be able to know how much distance is needed to go to avoid the net.
Yeah. I
Or
mean, you'll
should I-
probably.
Should I roll perception?
It's not going to be a matter of perception. It's going to be a matter of control. Just because you're going to like lose an amount of like feet, like you're going to lose progress because you. I mean, if you want to pull perception, that would make sense. But the fog is heavy enough that for the safest option is basically just go wide and then hope you have a high enough control to make up for the loss.
Actually, Yukio's not even gonna bother. He's just gonna go straight up and not worry about like avoiding anything.
Okay, yeah, roll control.
13.
13, yeah. This is getting to the point where it's like you guys are high up. Like maybe 6, 7 stories.
Mm.
But yeah, Yukio, you just sort of you don't like you feel when your wings clip it, but you have enough control where you're able to like sort of regain balance and get like there.
Nice.
So it's basically about a turn, and you'd have a straight shot for the thing. But yeah, Bakugo's also pursuing you, but he has to make a perception to see you because of the fog.
Yeah. And also, I made sure to dim my wings so I wasn't
Yeah.
a fucking glowing target.
Can you roll stealth for me real quick?
I don't have to because I'm just gonna gonna automatically crit.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you just the dimming of your wings.
Wallflower.
Yeah, he might have been able to see you. He would have had a chance if you hadn't dimmed your wings. But just you hear like you hear Jason and May, you're right next to it when the explosion goes off, and there's a doom doom.
The fuck?
Yeah,
Do
just-
I get any feedback from that because of where I'm positioned?
It's not like super duper loud, but just like you just hear like
Well,
2 grenades
Because
go
of
off.
where I was, I didn't know. I didn't know if it would have if the explosion would have affected me.
No, it wouldn't have knocked
Because I'm
you
like
off.
half hanging off.
No,
Okay.
no. You have enough. I imagine you get enough of a grip before because otherwise you would have just slipped off by yourself anyways. But yeah, you basically hear an explosion out from you, and then like just directly above you, as someone is making progress towards the top, completely blind.
Driven by pure rage.
Next up is Jason.
I'm gonna try and see if I can wrestle the staff back.
From May.
If you try and take the staff from me, I'm pushing you off.
Okay.
I'm not trying to take it from you. I'm trying to see if I can wrestle it to an angle that I find suitable.
Okay.
I'm also not letting the staff go though.
I guess I'm gonna need control from 2 of you guys. Unless you're coordinating in the air, you guys don't really have an idea of where this. I don't think you guys have a consensus. So just 2 controls. No athletics or power or strength.
Then
14. Jason, where would you like this thing to be pointed?
So he's angling it so that it is pointed right at May's torso as he activates it.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
Just gonna push.
um,
I don't
Okay.
care I don't care that I'm not first, but do you know how hard I have to struggle to keep up with you all as he does it?
Okay. I'm gonna need an attack roll or a combat. Or actually, no, it'd be precision because it's a weapon. It's combat when you're using it like a giant stick. It's precision when you're using it like a projectile.
My gloves give me advantage in precision for some reason.
Huh.
8.
Was that with the advantage?
You didn't say with advantage.
Well, you said your gloves give you advantage, right?
It gives me a +1.
Oh, sorry. I was like
It
advantage.
said gives me an advantage +1.
Oh, okay. May, does the 8 hit your armor class?
it does not. My armor class is 9.
Yeah. I mean, Jason,
Not
does
necessarily trying to hurt her. I'm just trying to
No,
launch
no.
her.
No, yeah. But you sort of get control of it, and you point it at her. You have your cool one line about having to actually put an effort for this sort of thing. Not that anyone else is, but you've got to try harder because you just don't got a work to work with. And you unleash this attack, which wouldn't have killed her or like done serious injury, but it would have knocked her, just for demonstration, probably like here, and she would have had to.
No, I was
work-
aiming straight up.
Oh, like here?
Yeah.
Yeah. it just sort of moves past your face, May. You can't really see it clearly, but you know, just sort of actually straight up.
Yeah.
It does hit something.
Falco's
Thanks,
just getting
bro.
bullied. I'm not even trying to go for him.
Twice.
Next up is Riku.
Okay.
How much damage did that do to him?
It damaged his health a little bit, but probably like 1 or 2 damage. It's not terribly It's not terribly dangerous unless you're like actually trying to use it like a weapon, which you just said you weren't.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, before the fog hit, right? I knew I had to go, like, keep going in this direction.
Yeah, you know what general area you have to travel in. It's just the matter of, navigating the path and also doing it efficiently.
I'll just, like, go in a straight line.
Okay. Roll control. Or no, sorry, this is
Okay.
acrobatics. I don't know why I switched back to control. Yukio's doing
Acrobatics, okay.
control because he's doing. Ooh,
9. Oh my gosh.
9. 9 is not great. But it basically keeps you neck and neck with Todoroki.
Okay.
It's at this time you guys hear a giant explosion from way behind you,
Hmm?
and you see a kid with green hair.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Oh. Where was the minefield?
Clear up all the way
Where were the
over.
explosions? What the
Bruh.
fuck?
Nah.
But I mean, it's not over. But you see that Deku's making some progress.
You son of a bitch.
Next up is May.
Okay.
You do not.
Joe-
Jason's gonna look at May and say, "Do you really want him to win? Let me do this properly."
How
So
about
try
this? I will. I imagine I'm still. We're both still holding the pole, right?
Yeah, Jason has a majority control over it now, I'll say, because he's basically launched it out, but you could grab onto it easy enough. And then, depending on what you guys want to do from there,
Am I able
How's
to
your
like?
re-roll combo?
you guys could combo. It is an option. No one has worked with anyone else during this race except for Riku, who's just sort of piggybacking off of Kuwahara.
I mean,
That's why
Perfect teamwork.
I'm offering a chance for her to win. In exchange, we don't let someone from Class 1A win.
you tried to hit me, so I don't think I want to work with you that
I'm trying
much.
Everyone.
We're just classmates, remember?
Yeah. So I will.
friends.
So
Yeah.
last time when we were both holding onto the stick and I like launched it, you got pulled with me. This time I'm going to try and use the pole to launch and then let go of it mid-air and just like leave Jason in the air.
Okay. Yeah, roll control. You guys we got to figure out who controls the stick at this moment.
We're having a roll off.
Yeah, well, every time you guys are grappling over the stick, you've got to both roll control to see who has power,
Okay.
who has the
9.
11.
11. Yeah, May, you're not able to like fully, like you go for like a grab, but Jason he doesn't have a great position, but he just sort of pulls it out of your way. And because you're on such a small platform, it's hard to you can't reach over and grab it.
Then fine. I'm jumping to a different anchor then.
Okay.
I'm dropping this one.
Oh no.
Oh.
I just want to like.
Um, I mean, yeah.
Technically, isn't the pole still extended?
The pole is still extended, so you could probably like have it land on this wall that Yukio's created earlier. So like you're not like in free fall if you landed on something, but you are going to be in free fall if you just sort of let this happen.
At least you'll land on the wall.
Yeah, I mean you'll land safe.
I can either do that, or I can try and jam it into the webbing.
Okay.
That pole is coming in clutch.
No, for real.
Oh, I told you. When he said I have an extendable pole that goes 30 feet, I'm like, this is going to be the best thing I have. I'm going to keep this till I die.
All right. And you just want to try and like interlace it into the webbings?
Yeah.
You're in free fall. Give me a precision.
Precision? Okay.
Yeah.
An 11.
11. Okay, can you give me an acrobatics?
Nine.
9. Okay. You managed to stick it into the webbing, and it doesn't happen yet. But sort of like a springboard, it like starts to bend, and so you feel like a buildup of tension. So if it does manage to get to your turn, like if Yukio doesn't make it, or Deku doesn't make it, or Bakugo doesn't make it, you will be able to make a check to go to the top.
Ooh, okay.
Why are the quirkless ones always so fucking lucky?
Deku goes at this.
I mean, they gotta
have
make
to
up.
work even harder.
I mean, I will say Deku does not like he will only reach the top if no one else does this round. So he's on.
I don't know if I can get the movement for that.
Okay, but it is your turn, Yukio. So
Fucking full speed, send it. Ah. Okay, Dice God, please. 15.
15. 15 is pretty good. I'm gonna give Bakugo one chance to overtake. He is behind, so
Although I do have to say, because my pole was extended and I had to pull it down to do that, would I have hit anyone?
Maybe you would have hit Todoroki.
Okay.
Or Riku. But the point still stands. Because
Probably
Bakugo
Todoroki.
rolled the same number as Yukio, but Yukio is closer to the top. We have a winner.
Oh, okay. What the fuck, actually?
Yeah, no.
Damn.
The fog eventually clears. Deku, you get up to the top. Bakugo is like here, but the fog disappears. You just get hit in the face with a green-haired kid.
Ow! Well, I'm gonna put a pixel barrier. So
yeah. Just a small enough screen where he just like lands on it like a car windshield.
You okay, kid?
He's completely. He's not like passed out, but you know he's got like tears streaming down his face, and he's somehow got like a plating from from a UA battle drone. Like he's.
What the?
Yeah, his clothes are in tatters, like he was in an explosion, and he's like, oh gosh, I was so close. I didn't make it in time. That's not what his voice sounds like, but
Where did you get the explosives?
well, you see, there's actually a compound found in some of the droids, and you actually see that one of the droids at the very beginning, like one of the ones towards the pillars, is just gone. There's only one now.
Oh. So you used those parts as an explosive?
I mean, that's sort of the general idea. I mean, I just sort of came up with it while I was watching Cassio like do this sort of thing. So it was really just more of like a thing with that sort of thing. But I guess when I was really running out of options and I really wanted to come first in the race, so I was like, this is probably my best option. And then I sort of exploded off that, and then I sort of changed my trajectory midway using the falling foam, and that was really easy to do once I had sort of figured out the general base falling frequency of those things, and then I was basically just able to bypass most of the racers.
Yukio is surprisingly understanding every single word.
Yeah,
that he said.
it's just word vomit to most people. But yeah, we sort of get like Yukio, you land on top, and this is basic. I can tell you everyone who made it, kind of. Everyone important who made it. Because this is the end of the race.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, this is the end of the race. Used it. I told you it ended when whoever got to top first.
And I guess it's now decided based on who is closest now.
Yeah.
Well, quick question.
Yeah.
Would I be fourth or fifth?